Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria and this is another spooky season episode. So in today's yoga class, this movement is inspired by Beetlejuice, the movie, the dance at the very end that Winona Ryder does. It's very shaky and shimmy kind of based, and I'll link it below in case you haven't seen the movie so you can check out the clip. But this class is not at all about alignment, or really it's not a traditional yoga practice. It's just about having a good time, having fun, and shaking some things out. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. We'll get started today sitting on our knees. So make your way there, bringing your toes to touch. You can bring your knees to touch as well, and then just sit your butt back so it rests on your heels. And we'll begin by shimmying the hips from side to side, so you can just practice kind of rocking the hips side to side, and then we'll bring in the arms. So as you inhale, keep your hips moving side to side. Just sweep your fingertips all the way up overhead. Draw your palms to touch. Gaze up at your thumbs. And then exhale, draw your palms back to meet in front of your heart. So this might feel super silly. It might look super silly, and that's fine. As you inhale, arms reach out and up overhead. As you exhale, palms come back down through your heart. Let's try 2 more times. This time as you inhale, keep your hips wiggling side to side. Just lift them up away from your knees, coming to stand on the knees. And then exhale, sink the hips back down as palms come through your heart. Inhale, glide your hips left and right. Let this feel really, really good. So again, as usual, it doesn't have to look like exactly what I'm doing, but just something kind of inspired by this movement. Good. So we'll find a bit of stillness, a pause here. Take a big full breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out through your mouth to let something go. And we'll move to hands and knees, tabletop. Today we'll flow through some energetic cat-cows. So as you inhale, soften your belly down, lift your gaze, magnetize tailbone and crown of head. As you exhale, press the earth away from you, hollow your belly, dome between your shoulders. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Start to bring more momentum and energy and rhythm to your breath. So speeding up these cat-cows, speeding up the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last 5. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you like. Good, and then we'll find a neutral spine. Tuck the toes behind you. Press down and forward through your palms, and we'll glide all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Take just a moment to press into your foundation, rooting firmly and deeply down into your palms, down into your feet, and then lifting up and back with the tailbone. Now lift your heels, glide both of them toward the right side of your mat, sink them down. You can keep a micro bend or a larger bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, sink them toward the left side of your mat, both of them drop. Inhale through center, exhale, heels to the right. Inhale through the center, exhale, heels to the left. Start to let this feel like a dance. Inhale up to your toes, exhale, heels come down. Inhale to toes, exhale, heels lower. And so your hips will swivel side to side with the movement. And you can start to find a hollowing through your low belly as the heels lift, and then kind of stick your butt out to the side as the heels root. And just take a couple more. Dancing side to side, let your spine glide left and right. And then we'll neutralize, finding downward facing dog for 1 breath. Big full inhale through your nose. And a big sigh out of your mouth. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, step up so that your toes draw behind your wrists. Then bend your knees a lot and drape your torso over your thighs. Try to get really heavy. Grab for opposite elbows and take a few little swings side to side like you're swaying in the breeze. Then drop your hands back down. Keep your feet where they are, hips distance apart. We'll curl all the way up to stand, belly button to spine, 1 vertebra stacks onto the next, and finally your head is the last thing to lift. We'll move into Tadasana now, bringing some shimmies and some hip movements in. So kind of like we did to start class. As you inhale, hips go from left to right. You can keep a soft bend in your knees and just lift your fingertips all the way up overhead. Then we exhale, we'll swan dive all the way down, forward fold, stick your butt back and sway side to side. You can get the shoulders involved, anything that feels good. Drop your head at the bottom. Take an inhale for a halfway lift, little shimmy here. Roll your shoulders back down, roll your shoulder blades down your back. And then as you exhale, plant your fingertips and step your left toes all the way to the back of your mat. Inhale, press into right big toe and left big toe. We'll rise fingertips high, and then a little shimmy here. Open your arms all the way out and around to the side. Reach them back forward and down to plant. Step into your right foot, left foot comes down. Inhale, halfway lift. Little shimmy, shake it out. Exhale, fingertips come down. Right toes go long and back. As you inhale, lift your fingertips, high crescent lunge with a little shimmy, a little shake. Arms go all the way out wide. And then draw them back forward, fingertips come down. Step your right toes beside your left. Again, just like that. This time as you inhale, keep your back kind of flat as you rise all the way up to stand, mountain pose, Tadasana. Hips can go side to side. Bring a little dancing action in. And then exhale, keep your hips shimmying side to side and fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, little shimmy. Exhale, fingertips plant, left toes step back. Inhale, high lunge. Shimmy it out. This time, open your arms to cactus. Puff up your heart and maybe lift your gaze as your shoulder blades draw together behind you. Then fingertips come all the way back down. Step right foot beside, or step left foot up beside right, and we'll fold. Inhale, halfway lift, little shimmy. Exhale, fingertips plant, right toes go back. If you feel silly, that's okay. So do I. That's the beauty of doing yoga from home where no one's watching. Inhale, fingertips go high. Exhale, little shimmy, and then cactus your elbows. Shoulder blades hug together. Puff the back of your heart up toward the sky. Lift your gaze. And then revolve all the way back around top of your mat. Right foot steps up beside the left, hips distance away. Take an inhale, halfway lift, elongate, optional shimmy if you want it. Then as you exhale, we'll turn the toes a little bit out, sink your hips down between your heels, so bending the knees a lot. Keep fingertips rooted or try to sit down without using your hands. And then bring the feet in front. Inhale here, puff your heart up toward the sky, spin your fingertips up. Then as you exhale, we'll roll all the way down to lie on our backs. Plant your palms down beside your hips. Lift your feet up into the sky. Inhale here. Now as you exhale, we'll roll up to Ardha Navasana, half boat. So lift your toes, keep your low back pressing flat, and lift your shoulder blades. Now we'll shimmy here. One shoulder forward and then the other. Try to keep your legs stationary so this really activates your core. Take 3 more breaths. Inner thighs hug together. Belly button staples down towards your spine. Last one. And we'll lower everything down. Palms back by our side, legs go up. Inhale here. This time as you exhale, we'll roll all the way up to Navasana boat pose. So your knees can be bent or straight. Palms flip up toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring a shimmy, and we'll lower down to half boat. As you inhale, rise all the way back up, Navasana boat pose. And then exhale, lower everything down to the mat. Again, feet go up toward the sky. This time bring your arms up as well, but let your shoulders stay rooted to the mat and let your pelvis and your hips stay rooted down. And we'll begin to shake. So shake your wrists, your hands, your fingers, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Let everything go really wildly. Shake it out a little bit harder and a little bit faster, really bringing more energy and momentum, and it doesn't matter what it looks like. Let it be really crazy. And then stop and feel. So keep your arms up, keep your legs up, but let them be really lifeless. So you're in like a dead bug position and feel all that tingly, buzzy energy that you just created with the shake. And then pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And roll up to a seat. So that is all for today's practice. You are welcome to take Shavasana if you have time for it. If you want a little rest, you deserve it. But I hope that you had fun. That's all that this is about, just shaking out some stress and some tension and not taking anything too seriously. If you're not already, make sure to go down below and subscribe to my channel because that really supports me. But I hope that you're doing really well, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night or whatever it is you're doing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.